Come with me to all the Bridgerton set locations in Bath. These are all the places that we went to today. So nice, oh my gosh. Hello guys, we are back. I'm back. I missed a video last week, but we're back in full force and this view might look a little bit different. Ooh, bug. This view might look a little bit different to what you might have seen in my previous videos because I am not at home. I am in Bath, which is very crazy, kind of spur of the moment. So we're back. The morbid, slightly lost and confused videos are hopefully over and I think we're back at it. We're back in full force. We're back traveling. We're back excited about moving to the UK. So if you are new here, my name's Nina. I'm 28 years old and I just moved over to the UK from Australia. And the next couple of days we're doing a little bit of a solo travel video. I've never been to Bath before. I've currently got you sitting outside on the ledge that's like outside the window frame. I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour of my hotel. I'm very into Bridgerton at the moment, so I've just watched season 4 and I found out that a lot of the filming locations in Bridgerton is in Bath. So this next few days we're going to go to all the filming locations that are here, maybe even see some filming. I don't know, that's kind of the hope because I have heard that they start filming in March, so we'll see. We might not. If we don't, it's okay, but it would be very cool to see some filming. We're going to start with a little hotel tour. This is a very cute hotel that I'm staying in. It's called the Dukes and it actually is, the front of it is a filming location for Bridgerton, which is crazy. I think it's featured in season 3. Don't quote me on that. I wanted to kind of stay somewhere that wasn't too expensive because obviously we're on a bit of a budget, but is still kind of like Bridgerton style. There was a lot of really nice hotels that were like full leaning into the Bridgerton style and like they would have been so cool to stay up, but they were so expensive. This one here definitely is still leaning into that. Like I got an email when I made the booking about like they were quoting Bridgerton a lot and it was very cool. So this is a very spur of the moment trip. I actually decided to come out here yesterday afternoon and I think I was only able to get a hotel probably because it's not the weekend. I assume it's quite busy on the weekend, also maybe because it's not really summer yet. This is the ledge that you were just sitting on. Hang on. You were literally just sitting outside and there's a net, so luckily no birds or anything could steal my camera. Okay, so it is a very small room, but that doesn't bother me too much. This is the door as you come in. Next to it is a little like vanity with coffee machine, all the goods. On the other side of that, we've got the bathroom. Bath shower situation, and then on the other side is the bed. There's a little table in front of the bed, a little chair over here, TV on the wall, that's the window that you were just sitting in. And on this side as well, next to the bathroom, there's a little cupboard, which is good for some hangers. I do need to unpack still as well. It is a very old building, so there is a little bit of charm to it. It is, what time is it? Let me find out. It's currently 4:30. It feels very safe here. Like I feel like it's okay to walk around a little bit at night. I probably won't venture too far once it gets dark and we do a lot of exploring tomorrow. I kind of feel okay to go out and get some dinner tonight. For the meantime, I'm gonna unpack my bag, get my laptop, and we'll do some planning for our trip here in Bath. You can actually see all the roofs with chimneys from my room as well. It's kind of hard to see because of the net in the way, but it is so cute here. I'm absolutely obsessed. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. If you are new here, I haven't done that much solo traveling. The last couple of times that I have done like solo traveling, I've always kind of been with someone at some point. So for example, I recently went to Italy. I flew there by myself, but I stayed with my cousin the entire time I was there, who lives there. The last time that I actually stayed in a hotel room alone was when I went to Sydney to see Olivia Rodrigo. I'm pretty sure it was 2024. There is a vlog of that up if you want to see it. And I'm going to be totally honest, I had a panic attack. I'm hoping we're not having that vibe. I feel like I've done like a decent amount of traveling alone that I'm feeling okay. We'll see what happens, but I should be fine. I have my laptop so I can watch a comfort show if I want to. There's a TV. I have my books so I can read. There's a few different things that I can do to like stay calm and stay okay. I think I'll be okay. But yeah, just transparency of like solo traveling. While it's fun and I'm very excited to do it, at least I've got you guys to keep me company as well, which does make me feel better. Otherwise, like going days without talking is so weird. Like even though technically I'm just talking to a camera, I've got you guys to keep me company and we're going to be fine. Go back to that video if you want to see from 2024. I think I called it like Olivia Rodrigo Sydney travel, something like that. I don't remember if I mentioned that I had a panic attack in that video or not, but I did. So if I didn't mention it, things are not always as rosy as they seem. Okay, now that I've unpacked, I wanted to show you guys the hotel a little bit because it's such a pretty amazing hotel. I'm so excited to be here and I wanted to go down to reception and get a map, but I am on the top floor, which is great view, everything. However, it is like 5 or 6 flights of stairs and I am not that fit. So there's no lift. I'm pretty sure there's no lift. I haven't seen a lift anyway. So to go down and just to get a map and come back up, it's worth it. Let's just go do it. All right, let's go. Also, look how cute the key is. Like it's a real key, not like a card like most hotels have. And it's got this like massive thing attached to it. It's so cute. Okay guys, it's a little bit later. I've just been doing a little bit of research on my laptop. I did get a map from reception as well. I've also been doing a bit of research to find out where to go for dinner tonight, and the reception also recommended a couple of places. There's a place that's about a 5-minute walk from here. It's called Ponto Vecchio, something like that. It's an Italian restaurant and it's not too far away, which is good. I did look up if it's safe to walk around at night in Bath, and apparently Bath is one of the safest cities in the UK, or towns in the UK. I called up just to make sure that I could get a reservation because I didn't want to show up and they not have any tables, and it wasn't a problem. So I booked a reservation for 15 minutes time. I'm just sorting out my hair. I've got this massive kink in my hair. I always straighten this piece because I always get this kink, but I don't think I have time to straighten it right now. Chuck on my coat, my shoes, and we're gonna go. Let's go. Good morning guys, it is the next day. I've made a coffee with the Nespresso machine that they have here in the apartment. I also asked for some oat milk and they sent it up to the room, which was great. So I thought I would fill you in on last night. I went to dinner at Ponte Vecchio is what it's called. It was such a beautiful restaurant. Oh my gosh, it was so fancy. I kind of felt like I didn't realize it was going to be that fancy and that like top class. The food was a little bit expensive. Like I got a pasta and it was £19, but I was told by reception here that that's pretty much the standard for every like main course at every restaurant in Bath. I think Bath is quite expensive, but it was just like such a vibe. Like it was such a good vibe. You could tell, because it was an Italian restaurant, like you could tell who the owner was, you could tell who the maitre d' was. Everything was very well run. Everyone was very like professional. Like it was just really, really nice. This other girl got seated at about the same time as I did, who was also dining alone. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm not the only one that's here alone. And throughout our whole meal, I was like building up the courage to talk to her. Oh, do you think they've stuck us both here next to each other because we're both dining alone? Like, I don't know. So anyway, like we had our meal and we were sat like next to each other. Obviously there was a gap between the tables and I didn't want to like talk to her while she was eating her dessert because like it's so awkward if someone's like in the middle of chewing their food. I don't know. I think I was overthinking this way too much. So anyway, I was like, stuff it, I'm gonna do it. And then we got chatting. It was actually so nice. I found out she's 29, so she's a year older than I am. You know, we were chatting as to why like each of us were there by ourselves. I learned that she doesn't have social media, which I was like, oh my gosh, that is such a cool thing to do, like to not have social media. I feel like it's so cool. When like obviously I had this camera out to film a couple of clips, she kind of saw that and she was like, oh, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I make YouTube videos. And she was like, oh yeah, cool, like I'll follow you on YouTube. So she subscribed to my channel, which was really nice. But aside from that, she doesn't have any other social media like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. So when she subscribed to my YouTube channel, I was like, oh, like what's your Instagram? Like I'll follow you. And she was like, I don't have it. I kind of mentioned I was going to do some solo like travel around Bath today, and she was in Bath on holiday as well. So when we were leaving together, she was like, oh well, if you feel like it, maybe like we could go and do some traveling together tomorrow. And I was like, oh yeah, that would be great. So I was like, do you have a phone number? She was like, yes, I've got a phone number. So we exchanged phone numbers, which felt very old school. I was like, oh my gosh, I think I haven't exchanged a phone number with someone for years, probably like almost a decade. But it was really cool. I want to go to all the Bridgerton film locations today. Very exciting. So I mentioned Bridgerton to her last night. She had never watched it. So I don't really, like I feel kind of bad dragging her along to something that she doesn't like, is not necessarily interested in. So I'm thinking that this morning we're going to get ready. We're going to go to all the Bridgerton film locations. I think it will take a couple of hours. I don't think it will take too long. And then I asked her like what her plans were in Bath, and she was like, I don't really know, maybe like a museum or something. After we've gone to all the film locations, like you and me, I will meet her maybe at like a museum or something, and we can go into a museum together this afternoon. Today is a blue sky day. Very exciting. That's what I call them here because they're so rare. I'm like, oh my gosh, whenever I open the blinds in the morning, I'm like, it's a blue sky day. Anyway, I'm going to finish my coffee, get ready for the day, and then we'll go and see some Bridgerton film locations. All right, guys, we are all ready. Let's go. Maybe you can see my outfit a little bit better here. Okay, so we've arrived at the first stop. It's actually the front of the hotel that I'm staying in, which is very cool. It's called the Duke's Hotel, and I'll show it to you now. It's a very pretty hotel, like the front of it, and it's shown in season 3 of Bridgerton. So yes, very cool. I actually just crossed the street, so I'll show you the view from here because you can see most of it from here. It's such a pretty building. I love it. Also, just look down this street. It is so pretty. It's such a beautiful day. It is so, so beautiful here. Oh my gosh, it's very windy today. I'm glad I wore the wool because it's kind of cold. So I've just gotten to the second place. It is just down the road from the hotel, and it's called the Holburne Museum, and it acted as the front of Lady Danbury's house. I think it still does. I'm not 100% sure though, but I am actually going into this museum a little bit later today. The girl that I met last night, we have made plans this afternoon to go into this museum, but I've just come to see the front of it for now. So I will show it to you now. It's so pretty as well. I kind of wonder if you can just walk down. I think you can kind of walk through the gates and down to the building. You just can't go inside without a ticket. So we might do that. This place is just so beautiful. I'm so excited to come inside here this afternoon. I know there is definitely a scene in season 1 where the Duke arrives and he's talking to Lady Danbury, and it's out the front of this building. I'm rewatching the series right now because I'm watching it with my boyfriend. He's never seen it before, and it's just so cool being here and like literally being in the exact same spot where they filmed it. So cool. Okay, this wind is no joke today. Oh my gosh. I've walked about 10 minutes into town and I'm on a street that is called Bath Street. It's where the Duke also first appears. I think he first appears here and then at Lady Danbury's house. I'm not 100% sure. In season 1, and also it doubles as a street in Mayfair. So obviously like Mayfair's in London, but they pretend that this street is also in Mayfair. So I'm going to show it to you now. Okay, so I've just gotten to the Bath Assembly Rooms. This is a building where a lot of the balls were filmed, but unfortunately, and I did read this online, but I thought I'd still come and have a look, it's under renovations and it's closed until next year. I don't know what they're going to be opening here. I think it's going to be like a visitor experience. I don't know if they're going to like hold balls or like do tours. I would assume that's kind of the vibe they're going to go for. It's covered in scaffolding at the moment. I will show you anyway. It's not the outside of the building that is on film, it is just the inside with the ballrooms, and there is some pictures on the construction of what it looks like inside, so I will show you that. I just came around the corner and I saw this sign, and it says that visitors will be able to experience the Georgian social scene of Bath. So that's really exciting. It looks like they're going to hold balls here. I wonder how much it would be though. I reckon it'd be so expensive, but it would be so amazing. So maybe next year I'll have to come back. Just gotten to the next stop. This is actually the shop that they used for the modiste. It's the dress shop that they use in Bridgerton, which is so cool. It's recurring throughout all the seasons. I can't remember seeing it in season 4, to be honest. I'll show it to you now. And it's actually a little deli, so I'm kind of feeling a bit hungry as well, so I might grab something to eat inside. But it's very cute outside. They've definitely leaned into the we had Bridgerton filming here kind of vibe, but it's very cute. Okay, so the hair's up, if you know, you know. I'm at the 6th location, I'm pretty sure it's 6. It's Guildhall High Street in Bath. Inside Guildhall is where they host some of the balls. Now, I think, I'll show you the outside, but I'm pretty sure it's free to also go inside. We're about to find out anyway, but let me just show you the outside. I went up to the door and there was a sign outside that said it was free entries to go and see like the records room, which is in there, which is like got obviously a ton of records in it. And there was a guy stood out the front and I was like, is there anything like aside from the records to go and see? And he was like it's a beautiful building inside, but it is also a working office, so not really. If you want to go into the records room, you definitely can. You have to book an appointment to do it though. So aside from that, I didn't really want to like go in and like disrupt people's work, so I decided not to. But it's very pretty on the outside, and I think it's a little bit gonna be probably quite similar to the other building that is under construction at the moment where they held balls, so we'll go see that one when it opens instead. Okay, I've just come to the last film location and I definitely got distracted by some squirrels along the way because I was walking through a park. Anyway, it's called Royal Crescent and it's one of the like biggest landmarks in Bath. It's like this round like houses. I'll show you in a minute. And the one on the end they use as the front of Lady Featherington's house. So the Featherington's residence is the front of that house. I'm pretty sure they use it consistently. I don't think it would change. But it's kind of insane to look at like this whole row of houses. I reckon they're like millions of pounds, these houses. I reckon it'd be something crazy. I'll show you what the crescent looks like and then we'll go directly up to the actual house that is Lady Featherington's house. So this is the round crescent. And then this on the end here, that house that I just pointed to, the one like facing us, is the front of the Featherington house. But just look how crazy this whole strip is. It was built in the 1700s. How crazy is that? And let's go up to Featherington house. Just walked to the crescent next to the Featherington house. Look how crazy this is. That's insane. I'm kind of tempted to do a tour of the Featherington house. It's £16. Don't know. I'm like in two minds. Should I do it? Should I not do it? I don't know. Okay, so I decided not to do the tour, but I might do it later in the week. We'll see. If I do, then I'll put the footage in if I can film in there. At the moment, I'm just walking along Royal Crescent. I didn't actually think you could really do this. Like, I don't know, it kind of looks a little bit taboo thing to do, I feel like. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a public street. Some of the cars that are parked along the street next to me, though, are just crazy. Very nice. Oh, there's a yellow Porsche. Look at this. Yellow Porsche. So nice. Oh my gosh. It's just such a pretty street. I'm so glad the sun's out as well, because I feel like it really makes a difference. Oh my gosh, look at this car. Mercedes. So nice. And like, I've just noticed the view. I'm too busy looking at the houses to even look at like the view. There's such a beautiful mountain view over there. Like, imagine like being at the top of one of these buildings and just having that view. I reckon it would be incredible. Look how beautiful that is. The upkeep must be like massive. I mean, these were literally built in the 1700s and they still look incredible. Okay guys, I'm back at the hotel. I got some Greggs on the way back to the hotel and I've ate that, and I've just been kind of chilling for a little bit. I had about an hour to kill. I don't know if I mentioned earlier or not, but this afternoon I am going back to the Holburne Museum that we went to this morning to actually go inside and see the artwork that's in there. But I thought I would show you as well. I didn't end up going into number 1 Royal Crescent, but I did go to the gift shop that was next door for it, and I got this postcard, which, how cute is this? This is all the places that has film locations for Bridgerton in Bath, and then also it's got some other places down the bottom that are not in Bath, but these are all the places that we went to today. How cute is that? It is a little postcard. It was £2.50. I just wanted something little to like remember this trip by, so got that. Very happy with that. Anyway, I am going to head out and head to the museum. It is just down the road from me. Good morning guys, it is the next day. Last night I literally just went to Tesco and got a meal deal for dinner and stayed in the hotel. I have spent a lot of last night and this morning editing this video that you're currently watching. Today I'm just going to do a little bit of perusing, maybe at some shops. My boyfriend is joining me this afternoon, so I do want to spend some quality time with him this afternoon, and I don't really want to be filming. I want to be more like present. So I'm going to end this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. I've had so much fun the last couple of days going to all the Bridgerton film locations. Like, it's been the most amazing experience here in Bath. I feel like Bath is maybe my favourite place in the UK. I don't know, it might be kind of level with London. Is that crazy to say? Or maybe I do like London a little bit more. I think what I like so much about Bath is also how clean it is. Like, all the streets are so clean. I've never seen a place as clean as this in the UK. But anyway, thank you so much for coming along on this little trip with me. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.